let's get into my meal planner. Stay tuned. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Planning Serenity, where we plan for serenity. My name is Jessica, and as mentioned, it is finally time to show y'all my meal planning routine. So, if you are new here, I appreciate you clicking on my video and stopping by. If you're returning, you already know how I feel about you, and I genuinely apologize that it took so long to get you this video, but here we find ourselves. Okay, so if you are new here, I was meal planning, like, I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know. Long story short, I was meal planning when I first started meal planning, I was paper planning. So I was meal planning in a happy planner, didn't work out. Then I switched to planning in my Hello Gorgeous Volume 2 planner, and it was okay, but I didn't stick to it. Then I switched to planning in Notion behind the scenes and literally fell in love. So I say that to say, as you can see, this is a completely different setup. This is not my Hello Gorgeous Volume 3 planner. I will be meal planning in Notion. Y'all, when I say obsessed, like literally obsessed. So I won't get into my whole Notion setup in this video. If y'all are interested in seeing my Notion setup, please comment down below and let me know. I will say my Notion is literally like 30,000 templates combined into one and I customized it basically. Do y'all see what the name of the homepage of my Notion is? That's how much that those spreads yesterday and the day before, like, y'all, it just stuck, and I absolutely love it. Typically people call their like main Notion page their home page. So how perfect is it to be this? So I cannot zoom in and out, unfortunately, so hopefully y'all can see everything that I will be doing on here. So like I said, I went to planning behind the scenes in Notion, absolutely loved it. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I miss digital planning. Like I miss planning in my Hello Gorgeous Volume 3, regardless of the fact that I was already in my Hello Gorgeous Volume 3 daily, all day, every day, for other things like my catch-all planner and my budget and all that good stuff. I was like, I just miss it and I want to do meal planning in there again. I don't know why I tried to switch back. It didn't work out. So I'm back into Notion. That whole 20-minute intro, I'm back into Notion for meal planning. Now, when I went back into Notion is when I really did some research on how Notion operates, the cool customizations that you can do, all that good stuff. So I basically deleted the Notion I was using. Like I just removed everything to start fresh. So as mentioned, my Notion is, because I know y'all are going to ask, like, who, what, when, where, why did the templates come from? My Notion is literally a trillion templates combined into one. However, my meal planning system is, I should be able to find where that template came from. Like, as y'all know, I mean, I started using the template a long time ago, but I'm pretty sure I can find where the meal planning template came from. But as far as like the shell of my Notion, it is literally a trillion photos. a trillion templates into one. I'm sure these photos look familiar. So this is a part of the things that I didn't realize I can do as far as customization when I first started meal planning in Notion. Again, this video isn't even about the home base of my Notion. So let's go to nutrition. And as y'all can see, I figured out, y'all, remember like literally months ago when I was like, I figured out, you know, my new meal planning system, but I need to figure out how to show y'all without using the Apple Pencil because it doesn't really work well when using the Apple Pencil. This is what I was talking about. So as y'all can see, I am using my mouse. All right, so we are going to go to nutrition, and please bear with me because typically I can, like, this is tilted up so I can see what I'm doing, but y'all can see, but I'm like looking this way. So the photos, like I do have the same header. I will be changing the header for my nutrition section. But y'all, I hope y'all can see these photos when I say literally, like, I'm just obsessed. I'm obsessed. Okay. So meal planning. Technically I do monthly and weekly meal planning. And I needed to film this video now because literally I need to go grocery shopping as soon as this video is done. Y'all know I don't edit, so I'm gonna finish filming, upload, and then run to the store. So we are starting fresh with February 1st. I'm super, super, super excited. I will still be making like customizations to this since y'all, when I say I'm on a gosh darn Notion rabbit hole, like a Notion rabbit hole, and I will be adding links from my Hello Gorgeous Volume 3 planner to my meal planner in Notion. I'm also playing around with my budget in Notion, and y'all, I'm obsessed. But don't worry, Hello Gorgeous Volume 3 is not going anywhere. I'm still going to be in her all day, every day. I'll still be filming videos for y'all in her. Notion is more specifically for meal planning and possibly my budget. All right, so let's get into it. Yo, these photos, like, I just want y'all to stare at them with me. All right, so as far as meal planning, all right, so again, I will have the template that I use link down below, but just know that if y'all use this template, it won't look the same because I did a lot of customizing to it. But generally the sections are the same. So the first section, it was named Queued Recipes, I believe, on the template. When you open the template up, it's named Queued Recipes. Just a side note, if you have no idea what Notion is, it is completely free. There is a paid version, but for my purposes, I don't need a paid version. So it is completely free. So you would just need to get an account to duplicate the template. But again, this is not that video. I just want to finally show y'all months later, my meal planning routine. Okay, so we have this toggle right here, which is my meal plan. I currently have it opened in the calendar view. As you can see, I have my meals scheduled out for the week. Now, as mentioned, I am a monthly meal planner, but when I say I literally, like, I don't know what it is with me, like, and I don't want to say I got anxiety and was just like, delete everything. Like, I'm so excited to start fresh, but yeah. So I haven't planned my month yet. And I also did not plan tomorrow's meal and Saturday's meal. So maybe we can do that together, just so I can kind of show y'all what my process is. So that's the calendar view in the meal plan. Again, if you get this template, it's called Queued Recipes. And then we have the table view, which it's the same thing as the scheduled meals or your meal plan. It's just a table version. So you can see the count is 6, which means I don't have a full week of meals yet. This one, I don't even have a scheduled date for this, because I think I wanted to do it as a side, which means we need to find a main meal that would go with that. And I'll probably do, okay, sorry y'all. And going back into this recipe planning is, since I wiped everything out, I'm still getting readjusted to it. So again, bear with me. But y'all, when I tell you, like, y'all minds are going to be blown. Okay, so this is where I would meal plan. But for this to even happen, I would, oh, y'all, look at my shopping list that I have to go get when we're done this video. And I will show y'all why it is so long in a second. I hope the camera's not shaking with like all this scrolling, but let's skip to my recipes. So as you can see, I have several views. So I have a board view, I have time crunch meals, I have scheduled meals, and I have gallery. So this template came with all of these except the gallery. I added that as a view. Super easy to do, but again, that's not what this video is about. So when I sit down to try to plan my meals for the month or the week, what I would do is go to my recipes. Now, as you can see, there are photos on some, but not all. And that is because, as mentioned, I completely wiped out I wiped everything out to start fresh. So this is just the gallery view. The reason these are white is because they don't have photos yet. It does take some time. I will say it does take some time, especially if you are picky like me. It does take some time to set this all up. But when I sit down to schedule my meals, I would just go here, and as you can see, it's separated by breakfast, snacks and sides, salads, lunch. All of these, I will say also, the titles of these, I did change some or add some. So the titles may be different when you pull yours up. I also still want to sort out my color schemes for these, so I haven't done that yet. But anyway, so we have salads, lunch, soups, pastas, entrees, and beverages. I am getting ready to start getting into juicing. I am super excited. I found a black lady on Instagram that recently had a stroke, and she went from cooking like crazy. Like she was like one of those Instagram TikTok cookers. She went from cooking that type of stuff to like the most healthy, delicious, drooling when you look at it food ever. And her juices are just like, y'all. So that's what all of these are. I started adding these in last night. But anyway, and then we have some hidden groups, which are desserts, spices and seasonings, and dips and sauces. I don't typically make dessert from scratch every day, so I keep that hidden, but it's easy to show. So again, when I sit down to meal plan for the week, or whoopsies, it went back because I swiped over. I'm new to using my mouse with my iPad. So again, please bear with me. All right, so I'll just go here, and I can filter it by like, say I have, what am I trying to say? Go back. Say I'm trying to filter. Now y'all know I'm not about to edit this. Oopsies, no, not by meal type. Remove this filter. Delete filter. Okay. There is a way to filter by label. There we go. Okay, say I was craving a certain type of food. Now, I still haven't labeled all of my meals, so everything probably won't come up. But say I was craving pasta. Yeah, I have several pastas in here, and only French onion pasta is popping up. So that's not a good example. Let me go back to the filter, and then we will delete. Ooh, no, we will not. Edit. Oh my God, I think I gotta go back to today, 10:31. So it's very easy. It's very easy. 10:31. That's probably gonna change a lot. I feel, oh, well, my gallery's still there. Yeah, I'll just go back to this view. I don't know what changes. Again, y'all, we're gonna be working through Notion together. Because that's how over it I was when I wanted to go back to my digital planning for meal planning. But now that I'm literally obsessed with it, and it'll make sense in a second. All right. Anyway, as I mentioned, you can filter by if you're craving a certain type of recipe, but we need to fill in my meal plan for Friday and Saturday. So we're having lasagna soup today, and the reason I need to run to the store is because I want it to be simmering all day. Well, not the noodles, obviously, but the base has to be simmering all day. It's delicious. All right, and then I'll show you how the recipes work in a second. Okay, so Friday, let's see, this is beef, meatless, ground turkey, chicken, beef. So something with chicken, which I don't have my stuff labeled yet, so that probably won't be the easiest, but I do want to, all right, I know what I'm gonna do. So we love Asian food in this house. So what I'm gonna do is go to entrees, and we are going to add honey soy chicken thighs. Is that how you spell THIGHS? Okay, I think that's how you spell it. Honey soy chicken thighs. Now what you would do is you would click new recipe, and a template would automatically come up. I still have a lot of editing to do because I don't want any of these colors to be here on this, just for aesthetic purposes. So I do need to change the template that pops up when you click new recipe. But when you are entering a new recipe in, this is what pops up. So meal type, and then we're going to label it. It is Asian. Scheduled for, what did we say this was? This is for tomorrow, correct? Done. And we'll see that pop up on our meal plan now that we scheduled it for tomorrow. The source, this is where you would put where you get the recipe from. I essentially make it off the top of my head because it's literally a favorite. The time, this is where you put how long it would take, and you do it by minutes because I'll show you in a second. Hopefully I will, just in case I don't remember. That section before this that says the time crunch meals, there's a formula in this template that automatically will put this in the time crunch meal section because it's less than 30 minutes to make. So that's what this time is for, and that's why you put it in minutes. If it was hours, you would still just transfer it to minutes. This assign is if you were like in a family and you're assigning it someone else to cook. Pair with, this is where I'm gonna put the potato noodles and potato dumplings. So that's another cool feature. You can pair your main meals with other meals. There's so much to show y'all in this, and I don't want this video to be an hour. This is where you would put the instructions. Now, if I was simply grabbing a recipe from Pinterest, all I would do is just copy and paste, and it's super easy to do. Ingredients, unfortunately, you can't copy and paste because they do have to be written out. Oopsies. They do have to be written out individually. So let's go back to our recipes. And the one that I just added, that I clicked out of, so I still need to go through, as you can see here. Let's make sure it shows up in time crunch meals. I still need to go through and add. So yeah, because it's less than 30 minutes, it shows up in the time crunch meal section. Like, how gosh darn cool is that? I need to go in and add photos for all of the other ones that don't have photos. Here is where you would add the ingredients. So, I mean, I really, like I know it off the top of my head, so I don't have exact measurements, but exact measurements would be helpful for certain recipes. Why do I keep doing that? Okay, so for instance, y'all, I'm all over the place. All right, so for instance, let's go. All right, let's schedule this. Here, let's go back to the board view so y'all can see if you were doing it from a whole. Let's see. So we scheduled it. Oopsies. We scheduled it for the 2nd, but it wasn't showing up on schedule because we didn't add it to the grocery list. Now, the cool thing is when you click add to grocery list, which as you can see, you can do from this view, everything that's added to the grocery list is on my meal plan. So when we go back to nutrition, the meal plan, now we have the honey soy chicken thighs because I scheduled it, and yeah, y'all saw what I did. But again, I need to go in, add photos. I'll add the stuff that I need. But for instance, lasagna soup, which is what we're making today. I have all the instructions in, I have some notes, and then I have all the ingredients. Now, as you can see, this is clicked to add to grocery list. When I unclick it, it'll literally remove everything from that grocery list that I showed y'all a few minutes ago. So I'm gonna put it back to add to grocery list, and then it'll automatically in the store add everything. Now, as you can see, this is has produce, dairy and meat, canned jar goods. The reason you would want to do this, and this is separating everything by aisle in the store. The reason you want to do this is because it'll make it 20,000 times easier while you're shopping, all that good stuff. Now, the awesome thing about this, nutrition, I still have to figure out what I want to do for Saturday. The awesome thing about this is, let's toggle the meal plan, close, open the shopping list. So when you're in the store, you would simply have your shopping list open. It really doesn't matter what view. And when you're going through the store, everything is grouped. No matter what the recipe is, everything will still be grouped in sections. So you can get everything in produce at once, everything in dairy and meat at once, everything in canned jars. And you can change the name of all these sections to go by the stores in your home. In your hometown or whatever. Also, what's cool is, if you're in the store and you're like, wait, what did I need a bell pepper for? Just look over here and it tells you what recipe that you're shopping for. So bell pepper, I'm shopping for the lasagna soup. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I used this in the store and I was like, why? Like, I was just thinking to myself, why did I ever switch back? So anyway, when you're in the store, all right, so I don't know if you can see, but it has to buy and in pantry. In pantry is when you're going through the store, this is everything that you checked off while you're in the store. Now, obviously, I don't have much checked off because I didn't go shopping yet, but there are several things on the list that I have. So I have everything opened up. You can see these things down here. I did not title. So soy sauce is a condiment and dressing. So I'll be sure to grab that when I'm near the condiments and dressing. Quarter cup of sherry. Obviously, I won't be using sherry. I am a recovering alcoholic. So I need to find a substitute for sherry, and then I will add what part of the store that is in. Honey soy chicken thighs, it is here, but I technically didn't list any ingredients except the soy sauce, which is already up there. So just to show you briefly, I won't do all of them with you, but I'm just gonna go through and check the things that I do have. Like I have pepper for seasoning, and you will see things on here multiple times, and that's because it's multiple recipes. And that also lets you know, all right, I need pepper, but like, technically I need like 5 tablespoons of recipes because I need it for 5 tablespoons of pepper because I need it for a few recipes. I hope that makes sense. So I'm just gonna go quickly through. We are empty, like fridge empty. So a lot of these I really can't check off. Now next week I will have quite a bit. We have butter, but I do want to get some more, so I'm gonna leave that on there. Cup of cheese. I'm gonna change this to Colby Jack because this is for the burger bowls. So I don't want to just put cheese, but that's what the recipe had. When I copy and paste it, it just had 1 cup of cheese, but I'm just gonna make it a little bit more specific. More ground beef, 2.5 pounds of chicken thighs. We don't have that. Y'all, when I say our house is empty. Marinara sauce. See, this I have 32 ounces because the lasagna soup specified it. The mini lasagna cups, I got that from an Instagram recipe, and y'all know those recipes, they rarely put how much you need, or like the what's it called? The y'all know what I'm trying to say. So one thing that will bother me is some of these are capitalized, some of these are lowercase. So I need to figure out what I want my general to be, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be lowercase. And then things like this, like for this recipe for mini lasagna cups, I put 32-ounce marinara sauce, but for lasagna soup, I put 32-ounce marinara. Like that's going to bother me over time. And before I put all my 1,000 recipes in here, I want to be sure that I establish, you know, what am I trying to say? Anyway, tablespoon of pickle juice. We have that. 1 cup of pickles. I don't know if there's a cup left in that pickle juice, so I'm going to leave that on here. Lasagna noodles. I actually think I just opened it. More beef broth, sugar, a tablespoon. We have, yeah, we don't typically keep sugar here, but we have that. 2 cups of potato starch, not cornstarch. Don't have that. All right, so I just said I wasn't going to do all this on camera with y'all, and here I find myself. Okay, we are good with a lot of this stuff, which is, you know, the condiments. I do need more garlic powder, so I'm going to leave that there. Worcestershire, we have mayo, we have black vinegar I've never even heard of, so I'm super excited to make that recipe. I'll leave that there. We have an international mart near us that we can go to. It's technically like an Asian mart if you live in New York or you're like familiar with those type of supermarkets. But yes, it is an Asian mart. That was salt, plenty of onion powder. I do need more smoked paprika, kosher salt, which is different from iodized or, you know, all the other trillion salts. I do have that. I also have pink Himalayan. Turmeric, do we have any turmeric left? I don't think we do. And I just said I wasn't gonna go through all of these, and again, here we find ourselves. Okay, anyway, just to show y'all, and also, like, obviously you would be doing this in the store, checking them off, and then you would go to pantry. Everything that we checked off transfers to in the pantry, or we have it, or in our shopping cart, you know? So that's a super, super, super cool feature. And then when everything is checked off, you know that you have all of your, or when everything is in the pantry, you know that you have all of your ingredients for your meals for the week. So I'm trying to make sure I show y'all all the essentials. Like, I'm sure this video is all over the place, but again, so I do need to figure out what chicken we're gonna have for, well, no, not chicken, right? Scheduled meals. The cool thing is you can also click here to see the, today is February. You can also click in this view instead of going to the toggled meal plan to see your meal plan or your scheduled meals. So beef, chicken, blank, meatless, turkey, chicken, beef. We're trying to get away from beef. Oh, we need something with seafood. Something with salmon. Maybe like a honey glazed. No, because we're having honey soy chicken. Oh, but honey soy is so good on salmon. All right, we are going to do, you know what I'm gonna do? So I'm gonna put it here. Where am I going? Meal plan, scheduled me. Wow, really, Jess? All right, what am I looking for? Board view of my meals. Did I make seafood separate? No, I didn't, but I made that a tag. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here and I'm just gonna put glazed salmon, and I won't do honey soy, but I need to figure out what Asian, no, why did I say Asian? Because typically the I don't know, we love Asian. But I'm also gonna tag it seafood because obviously that's what it is. This is gonna be scheduled for Saturday. And then the source, I haven't found a recipe I wanna use yet. So the time, salmon typically, I mean, I'm gonna put 25 just for prep and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. But it will go in a quick meal. Pair with, when are we having those potatoes? I don't know, because I could pair them with leftover. Let me add a new recipe template now. I could pair them with the leftover, those leftover Asian potatoes that I'm so excited to make. If you're new here, I've been cooking for 30,000 years. But I've been cooking for a very, 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 very long time. Like, and I love to cook. So, as y'all know, I do have, well, if you're returning, y'all know I have this recipe binder, which is one of many that I do still need to transfer. Oops, see, like, it's so thick, it doesn't even, okay, yeah, like all the pages just, okay. That I still need to transfer over, but I know a lot of recipes by, what's it called, by memory, and since I've been cooking so long, I feel like I cook the same thing over and over and over, and I want to get away from that, and I'm all for trying a new recipe. I know a lot of people, like, if they're trying new recipes, they'll only do, like, I'm going to add it to the grocery list, although we don't have any ingredients yet, just so it shows up. But what was I saying? So as you can see, it's added to the grocery list, although there's no ingredients, but in order to get it to show up and scheduled, there we have it. All right, so now our meals are planned for 1 week, essentially. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, some people only like to try new meals like once. What was I trying to say? Like up to 3 times a week, they'll make a new meal, if that. I'll make a new meal every day. Like, that's how long I've been cooking, and it excites me. But yes, Asian flavors, absolutely obsessed. And Italian, like Italian food / pastas, I don't know, I'm absolutely obsessed. But anyway, I do want to get more towards a, what is it called? It's a pescatarian that eats chicken. They have like a word for it. But at the end of the day, like, I don't want to completely rule out, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. But essentially, that is how I meal plan. I kind of want to pair that, no, because I said I wasn't going to do Asian salmon. So I'm really excited to like add my 1,000 recipes to this and fill in all the photos and all that good stuff. But I really just wanted to show y'all my meal planning routine. Hopefully it made sense. Essentially, to give y'all an overview, I would, hold on, what is this? Oh, I would go to my recipes and I would filter out by what I was feeling for the day, or, you know, like I would just filter out for what I was looking for, or I would just look here in general. Once all the photos are filled in, it would be a lot easier, but I would just click on a recipe and then I would schedule it. As you can see, most of these do have everything in them. But anyway, I would click on a recipe, I would schedule it for a day, add it to the grocery list, so that way when I'm in my store, And I have my shopping list up, which looks great on a phone, by the way. Like everything that I'm showing you looks absolutely amazing on a phone. So there's no issues there. But anyway, so yeah, add it to the grocery list so that when I'm in the store, I can check everything off. And then it goes to my pantry. There's also things that you can keep clicked in your pantry. For instance, salt, pepper, all that other good stuff. Most of the time you would click it that you already have it in your pantry and you wouldn't need to add it to the grocery list. So yeah, that is my meal planning routine. Maybe next week I'll sit down and do it with y'all. Maybe. And the reason I say maybe is because I don't know if everything is going to be filled in and customized to the way I want it to be. But I did just want to show y'all a rough draft. Again, if you use this template, which the creator, it will be in the description, but if you use this template, it will not look like this because I did quite a bit of customization when creating this. So if you are new here and you made it to the end of the video, I genuinely appreciate it. Please drop your favorite food emoji, whatever your favorite food is, drop the emoji in the comments. Like this video, and if you do like what you're seeing, a subscribe would be absolutely awesome. If you're returning, here, let's go to it. Let's go to it. If you're returning, drop, you already know. Drop it in the comments, like this video as well, and I will see all of y'all in tomorrow's video. Bye!